It was a very cold 24th of December. Streets and shops, so beautifully decorated with loads of bulbs and lights. Christmas carols everywhere. Frank owned a little grocery store down Church Lane and honestly said he was in panic. This sudden flood of customers he couldn't handle. So he called for Harry. Harry Wilkins, age 15, studied piano at the local music academy. Very often helped Frank in his store to earn a little extra money to help him pay his tuition. Frank and Harry were very fond of each other. When the crowd finally got less, Frank said, "I think you better go now. I presume you're gonna travel home to see your family?" "Oh, yes, indeed. I better go now, or else I'll miss that last train." "Well, off you go. Merry Christmas, Harry, and thank you for helping me out." "Ah, you're welcome. Merry Christmas to you too, Frank." Frank scurried down the street and thought of his neighbor Martha. It's going to be her first Christmas without her husband, who died earlier this year. Harry went to the bakery store and bought a small chocolate cake for Martha. When Martha saw this, she was delighted and full of joy. "Shall I make us some tea? Tea and cake?" No, Harry said. "I gotta go, catch the last train home to see Mum and my little brother and sister. They're expecting me tonight, and I'm already late." "So off you go, love. Merry Christmas." Harry was happy when he entered his tiny apartment. He took his bag, wallet, and train ticket and went off to the station. Time was tight. Entering Station Road, he heard a loud noise. Harry turned around and saw a little girl that just fell down with her bicycle. He ran to her and helped her. She was dirty all over from the wet street, and her knee was bleeding. "Do you live far from here?" Harry asked. She rubbed her eyes and pointed at the red brick house just opposite the railway station. So off they went together with the broken bicycle. He dropped her at home, and Harry realized he had to hurry. He slowly began to run to the railway station. Harry was shocked when he entered the platform. It seemed that everybody wanted to go home for Christmas. Anyhow, this was a happy crowd, excited for tomorrow. Harry was still on time. Sometimes a delay comes in handy. He moved to a bench and saw an old man sitting with his face in his hands, nodding, No. "Everything all right, sir?" Harry asked. The old man looked up with crying eyes at Harry. "I was going to see my wife in the hospital. They called me. She's doing not very well. I would love to be with her and hold her hands, for it will be our last Christmas for sure together. But I can't go." "Why not, sir?" Harry asked. "I lost my bag, including my ticket." Harry saw how devastated, sad this man was and said, "Please, sir, take my ticket. I'll catch some other train. Mum will understand. And by the way, your wife needs you, and I must study anyhow. Please take my offer." But, the man stuttered. "No buts, please. Please go, sir, for the train is already here." People rushed into the train that was very fast leaving the platform again. The old man shouted, "Thank you, sweet boy. Thank you, and God bless you." Leaving the empty station, Harry felt sad and relieved at the same time. Relieved for helping out, and sad for not seeing Mum and his little brother and sister tonight. His father died a few years ago. Christmases were never the same without him. Therefore, he'd love to visit his elderly home. Unfortunately, he couldn't afford another train ticket. Entering his apartment, he put down his stuff and tried to phone his mother. The connection was very bad. Not one word could be understood, and hopefully Mother would understand that something came in between. Harry got up and put the kettle on for a nice cup of tea and some stale biscuits. He sat down, opened up his piano, took a deep breath and started to play. He played and played, like being accompanied by his family, mother and father, brother and sister, his long-gone sweet grandparents. He played for Martha, the little bicycle girl, and of course for the old man on the train. Suddenly there was knocking at the door. Who could it be? Harry opened the door and saw a middle-aged, well-dressed man. Little tanned, quite skinny, a short beard, and some very special round spectacles. Good day, sir. What can I do for you? Hello. Sorry for intruding. I was passing by, and I heard the most beautiful, delightful music. I was mesmerized and wondering who's playing it. Or is it someone's radio? Or I'd love to have this music on tape or whatsoever. And then I noticed it came from your place. This music really, really touched me. It moved me to tears. But, sir, it was no record or radio. It was me playing the piano. I studied piano here at the local music academy. I see. My boy, you play very well. I didn't know this piece. Was it some unknown composer? No, Harry said. It was some imaginary piece, letting out some emotions. Let them run free. You're not going home? I presume a lot of students go home for the holidays. Actually, I should. I would. But some things came in between. And now it's too late for the last train out of here. Just left half an hour ago. And I must study anyhow. That's a shame. But son, a question. Could you play this music again for me? I'd love to hear it once more. Sure. Sit down. Would you like some brew and stale biscuit? Harry sat down and played his song once more. His guest closed his eyes and put a most delightful smile on his face. He enjoyed every single note. Well, well, well. Beautiful. You really made my day, boy. Bloody marvelous. Look, another question. How far is your home from here? I don't know, approximately 1.5 hours, sir. Then I'll make you an offer. Please take it and stop calling me sir. The name is Ned. Just call me Ned. Time is on my side, and I would gladly take you home to see your family. Oh, great, Harry cried for joy. Wow, I would love you to meet my little brother and sister, Ted and Lisa, and my mother. Oh, great! So, through the countryside they drove to visit Harry's family. During the ride home, they talked about family, about music, about piano, jazz, about Christmas, commenting every Christmas song that was on the radio, about the missing of Harry's father and Ned missing his family. It was already getting dark when they entered the street where Harry lived. His mother almost fainted for joy because she had a hunch that something went wrong, hence this disturbed phone call. Little Lisa and Ted jumped around his neck when they saw their big brother. Well, well, Harry, who might this gentleman be? Harry introduced Ned and told of his generosity, bringing him all this way, for he missed the train due to some unfortunate events. Well, Ned, I think we have a spare place at our Christmas table. Please be our guest. Join our Christmas supper. Ned blushed and gladly took the offer. It was a delightful meal Mum prepared. So, Ned, are you all alone? Yes, actually not entirely. My kids are grown-ups and they would visit me with the grandchildren, but this year they had different priorities and skipped grandfather. It was visible Ned was touched by this. But hey, Harry shouted, hey, come on, now you're here with us and celebrate Christmas with us. Time flew by. Ned and Teresa talked and talked, having the time of their life. Harry hung the stockings with Lisa and Ted, sang Christmas songs, and then put them to bed. Tonight, Father Christmas will visit us, Harry said. I think it's better you stay over, Harry said to Ned. Ned can sleep in the guest room, not Mum? Of course, but only if Ned pleases. Well, seeing this splendid weather outside, it would be nice. Thank you. And now I will not refuse this red wine you offered me earlier this evening, Teresa. The hour was getting late, and soon everything was quiet at the Wilkins home, ready for Christmas. The next morning, the kids were overexcited unwrapping their presents. After a nice breakfast, Ned said, Well, I think I'd better go now. Leave you guys celebrate your Christmas. I still have other things to do. Thank you, Teresa, for the hospitality that I could stay over and for the nice meal and breakfast this morning. Goodbye, Lisa. Goodbye, Ted. But Lisa and Ted were too busy playing with their toys. They didn't notice Ned was leaving. Let me walk you to your car, Ned, Harry said. They went outside and hugged like they knew each other for years. Ned opened the trunk of his car and took out some presents. Here, they were actually meant for my own grandchildren, but hey, give this one to Ted. He'll love it. Anne. Ha! Oh yes, this one for Lisa. For sure she'll like it. Say hi once more to your mother. Merry Christmas, Harry, and thank you for this beautiful music you played for me. Before I go, I must tell you something very important, Harry. You are such a sweet, good, talented boy. You helped your friend at the store. Then this lovely cake for Martha. You brought little Angela and her broken bicycle home, and then you made it possible James could be with his dying Anna. And he was right on time. How do you know all of this, Ned? Ned smiled, winked his eye, and drove away.